haven't subscribed, we love you so much for always coming on Janet Rangi and for calling me, for leaving messages, for going on janetrangi.com and finding my number and finding my website, janetrangi67@gmail.com, and telling me, Janet, we love your videos. We love those positive comments, okay? So thank you so much for subscribing. If you are one of those people that has not subscribed, please consider subscribing. As you can see the title today, I will tell you why I got the visa, at least about 5 reasons why I think I got the visa. And this is why I come to do this video, because someone actually called me today and said she just watched my video last week and she was successful and she came to share the good news. And me, when I get the good news, I come to share with my people. So today I just share with you because she said, Janet, I know I've watched your videos, but the one you did the last, I don't know, I think she watched somewhere on Facebook. She came back and said, Janet, please do more of that. I'm like, okay. I know I get new customers every day, not customers, subscribers every day, and they will appreciate this new information. So I love you so much for subscribing. Let's go to the point. Number one, this is why I think I got the visa. All right? First of all, God's time is the best time, because I know many of our followers have some kind of belief in God. God's time is the best. So let's just put that out there. You can do everything you want, but if your time has not come, don't worry, your time will come. So I love you so much for always coming. Number one, okay? Why did I get a visa? I will tell you for sure. My passport was dusty. My passport was dusty. So why do I say that? I had gone to Tanzania, Dar es Salaam. I had traveled Zanzibar. That was very nice. Ben, Doug, Dr. Ben Doug, thank you so much for showing up. I love you so much for showing up, and always, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay, I had gone to Zanzibar. Who else? Phoebe is there. I love you, Phoebe. I had gone to Zanzibar. I had gone to Dar es Salaam, and that passport had been stamped. So some of you think you really have to go to Britain, or you have to go to Europe, some country, or Canada, Australia, or Dubai. Sometimes just it gives an impression that you are well traveled. Okay, to me, I believe that played a big part. Number two, actually the passport was just not only Dar es Salaam. Okay, I had gone to Kampala. Okay, I had gone to Musoma. I had gone to Tanzania, I think 3 times, and I had gone to Uganda 2 times. And if you well know, the Sunshine Continent can be dusty, so my passport was dusty, which is good because everyone else shows up with a very clean passport. I'm almost going to bed. I'm very tired, but Janet has to deliver. I believe in hard work, not giving up. I have to do this video, whether I like it or not. I love you, I love you, I love you. So my passport showed that, this girl is well traveled. I think that was one of the factors. If you're one of those people, even if you think you cannot find money, please make a point of visiting your neighbors. Let them stamp that passport. Don't go for these fake passports. People stamp fake stamps. No. Just go to the closest border to you, do the passport. That, I believe, helped me. Number 2, okay? Well, I can't say it was education because I was coming for an English program, but they trusted me so much. I had a degree, okay? But they gave me an English program, which speaks volumes. Me, I don't think that was the reason why they gave me. I feel like that was a weak application. But what I believe gave me the visa, number 2, is my attitude. The attitude plays a big part. Okay? And I don't like repeating this story, but believe you me, on my pages, on my platforms, all social media handles, my website, everywhere, I have new people following me every day. So if you're one of those people who have heard Janet Rangi's story, please be patient. I will deliver something for all of you, but today I'm going to deliver for those who have never watched me and they've never heard this story, my attitude. So let me tell you, when I reached the embassy, there was one person ahead of me, and I was not social distancing because there was no COVID. So I didn't have to social distance, personal space. We call it personal space in America. And the official who was on the other side, the embassy official, the American, she was like, oh no, it was a male. Move, excuse me, ma'am, move. And I didn't see him. But when our eyes met, I could see the frustration. He was not happy with me. He's like, I told you. I remember his words were, I told you. And his face looked very angry with me. So I was like, this is the person that is going to issue me the visa, or he's supposed to. And now he's angry with me. I have no chance. But when our eyes met, I apologized and moved back. I smiled. I said, I'm so sorry, sir. And he nodded his head and he smiled. All of a sudden, I saw his face smiling, like he really appreciated because the way he talked to me was a little bit harsh, because he was frustrated, but I apologized and moved backwards. And he smiled. And that right there, that attitude, if I did not pay attention, if I got mad or just moved without giving him any respect or giving him that good attitude, my positive attitude, I don't think that day would have been nice. Okay? All right. Someone says, I'm encouraging everyone to follow the page. Dr. Ben Dag is saying that. Okay, Tati's attitude and confidence. I love you so much for your contribution. Attitude and confidence. Okay? So I believe me changing that situation from a place where he was not happy with me, okay, made me have a chance at the embassy. I believe that with all my heart. Okay? And so when my time came, he said, you look familiar. I was so happy. The embassy is telling Janet I look familiar. I said, oh, yes. Yes. I think I saw you at the pavilion. And that was our conversation. We were smiling. We were having fun. We were striking a conversation back and forth. I wasn't taking him like, oh, this American. I wasn't feeling intimidated, but I was still showing respect. And I remember, okay, his face changing and becoming happy. Number 3. This is what I believe gave me a visa. I was honest. Okay, I was very honest. And when I did my paperwork, I did a clean job. What do I say this? The DS-160, which was paper-based, I did not leave any blanks, because when you leave a blank, they assume, maybe there's a problem. You don't want to leave a blank. If there was any space, I say not applicable, not applicable, not applicable. Do you see? I did a good job with the DS-160. I did not leave room for error. And when he asked me, okay, so how do we know you'll come back? I said, sir, but you just looked at my papers, because I saw my papers were next to him. I said, you saw my papers? I work here. Okay, I come back to my job. Okay, I'm still young, but you know what? I'll still come to my job. Okay, so I was looking into his eyes. I was honest, and I showed the paper. So sometimes don't wait for them to ask you the job from your work. Okay, so how do you know you'll come back? You slide the paper from the employer. I plan to come back, and actually my employer wrote something for me. You slide it in. I believe I was honest with him. And it's true, I had a little job, which I loved. And I think that showed that I had those family ties. And I hope you are taking points. When you come to see Janet, I always say pen and paper, pen and paper. That person told me, Janet, you told me those 2 minutes are very important, because they are going to change my life. Give me maybe American citizenship. Give me and my children the citizenship. 2 minutes. All I need is to fight. Fight. And I don't mean fighting chance. It's to give it the best you have. Don't just go there meeky and timid. No, again, you don't come out strong, but you smile, you tone down, you respect them, but you show that your confidence, you show your competence. If you are coming for masters, you need to show that you are competent. You can't be acting as if you have no confidence and you are coming for masters or PhD. So what I'm trying to say, I struck a conversation. Okay? I struck a conversation, and that, I believe, gave me a chance for the visa. Okay? Number four. Okay? These are common things. These are very common things, but some of you don't pay attention. Okay? So now, you need to show family ties. Some of you carry, okay, let me tell you, they say some of you carry bank statements, title deeds, your education, your everything in the embassy. Is like, no, we don't need these things. We don't need these things. We just need your application, the DS-160. We need your passport, which has not expired. Okay? We need the photographs, the money they asked you, and the things they asked. Okay? The service fees. You need to have all the requirements. And by the way, they'll make a decision. Why do I say this? There are people who've come to America and they told me, Janet, I heard you say when someone can go to the embassy and they never ask. I'm one of those, Janet, that went to the embassy and they didn't ask me for the bank statement. Don't risk. Don't say, Janet told me this. Don't risk. I'm just telling you, don't risk. Okay? Go there, be prepared, but they might not ask for all those documents you are talking about. Teddy Mubiru is like, Janet, love. And all the comments. If I don't see your name or the comments move so fast, I love you. Okay? So anyway, remember to connect. And by the way, if you are meeting me for the first time, if you're planning to go to the embassy, understand the law. I did not understand, but looking back, the way I answered the questions, I went by this one law. I didn't know the law, but now that I know, I will share with you. Okay? Some of you watched me for a long time. You know this, but every day I meet new people. Okay? The law. American law assumes that anyone coming to the United States, okay, on a temporary visa, non-immigrant visa, has the intent of coming to the United States and never going back. Therefore, it's up to the applicant to give compelling reasons that they will go back home. Okay? You have to convince them. And if they give you the DS, which paper is this? The pink form. That's what they are telling you. You did not convince them through your answers, through your application, through your job, through your relationships, marriage, children. Some of you are like, oh, I'm young. My friend, strike a conversation. You are 22. Okay, I'm not married. I do not have any family ties. I do not have money. I do not have a job. Why don't you look in their eyes? Why are you going there? Okay, how do you know you'll come back? I have a fiance. We love each other. He's here, back home. I plan to go to school. We plan to wed in 3-4 years. In fact, here is the engagement ring. Like, those are the things you can use as a young person. People don't think of common sense things. Okay? We know your mother is in America. Now you decide to lie. Oh, my mom is in America, so they will not give me a visa. True. Having those ties, sometimes it depends how you answer the questions. In fact, sometimes having social ties in America helps, because they know those people will give you accommodation, room, board, they can help you with school fees. So it's not just a bad thing. But you guys, you fear too much. Again, I did not fear. If you have a parent or a relative in America and they question you, you fidget, you look down, no, you look in their eyes and say, yes, I have my mom, but I've done my research. Or what do you say? I've done my research and I know my mom will not benefit me at the moment, because that can only benefit her children who are married under 21. Sir, mom, I am 25 years old. Since my mom left, I've finished college. I'm very independent. I'm dating. I'm engaged. And I plan to have my own life. Yes, when I go to America, I visit my mom. But we are completely independent. You know, they will respect that. But when you walk away, you are not confident. They don't know what they don't know. But when you demonstrate that, in fact, this is what I will tell them. I can see where you're coming from, because now you've watched Janet Rangi. You're very informed, right? I can see where you're coming from. I can see why you think I'll not come back. Yes, my mom is there. But you know what? I've done my research, and my mom can only petition for her unmarried children under 21. So obviously, I am not going to take advantage of the fact that my mom is a citizen, of the fact that my mom is a permanent resident. So use common sense. If you're young, use common sense. What is that thing? Strike a conversation. Can I tell you one thing? I came to the Sunshine Continent and there was a big billboard. I've not said this for a while. And that billboard, it said, Americans are humans too. I wanted to go to the embassy and say, okay, did you sponsor this thing? Like, why did they have to write that? So that means when these people come home, you treat them as foreigners. You don't feel like you're part of them. They feel isolated. So if you go there, like the way Janet went, smiling, striking a conversation, they are happy. And this is no guesswork. First of all, I got the visa after me and that man were not in good terms. But let me tell you another thing that reminds me. Let me tell you, my school, we had American teachers. And everyone was scared of this teacher because she was tough. I'll be honest, she was tough. Her grading was so tough. And she expected a lot from us. And so each semester we were scared if we were going to pass the exam or not. And someone used to socialize with her. And so one day when schools closed, I was just about to go home, maybe in 2-3 days, but I was still on campus doing a few things, clearing with the administration. And then I was walking. When I was walking, I saw that lady, her name was Mrs. Anderson. And then she was walking towards me, jogging. And then when she came close, and then I was like, hi, Mrs. Anderson. She said, Janet, how are you? You're doing good. I said, yes, I'm doing well. I'm planning to go home in 2 days. Oh, have a good holiday. I said, thank you, Mrs. Anderson. Okay, I continued. You know that lady turned back. I saw someone say, Janet, Janet, Janet. I said, what? She said, come here, come here. And then she told me, okay, you know, I've done the paperwork. I've done your scores, and I think you'll pass. I want you to go home knowing that you did very well. And then this is what she told me. American, she told me. I'm not guessing. She said, Janet, I've been in this country for this long, and when I see people like you, I feel so good. And Janet, you are going far in life. The American told me that. I said, why? She said, do you know how many people never stop me and say hi? They feel like I'm that one. I'm that foreigner. I'm telling you the truth. It happened to me. This was an American citizen back home on my campus. One of my teachers jogging. But my attitude is so positive that I said hi. I did not fear her. And I struck a conversation with her. I mean, we used to talk in class, but that is class. And after class, no one cares about him, about her. People just look at these foreigners, they isolate them. Until you are someone new in a foreign country, you will never appreciate these things. But Mrs. Anderson came back to me and she told me, Janet, you are going very far in life. She told me. I said, why? She said, so many people do not care saying hi to us. And you have that attitude. And I really appreciate you've made my day. So my people, when you go to the embassy, do not treat these people as strangers. And in fact, let me tell you, there was this young man, I'm not going too far, but this is relevant. Please take it from me. It works. There are people who will go to that embassy. They will get a visa because they smiled. They'll get a visa because they were confident. They'll get a visa because they spoke good English. Okay? There was this guy who people, you know how at home people laugh, he doesn't look good, he's broken English. But this guy was so funny. And I remember every time he was in class, these American teachers just loved him. Now I come here, I realized, wow, he was playful, he was natural. Okay, so the things you see, you think maybe being quiet and being cool is I'm not saying you go yelling. And I'm not saying by any means you go laughing haphazardly. Okay? But I'm just saying be human, relate like with any other person, respect them, but please understand they are humans. And when you have that, connect. Those 2 minutes are made for connection. It's not about the title deeds. It's not about the properties. Okay? It's about the paperwork they asked you. It's about the money they asked you to pay. Did you meet all the requirements? The rest, my friends. Use human psychology. You are more likely. And let me just finish in conclusion because I don't want to keep this video. You can see I'm tired. Okay? I'm going to shower and then sleep. Okay? In conclusion, let me give you an example of someone who gets a visa. Some of you are from the Sunshine Continent. People from Tanzania, they are never confident with their English, but their English is good if you ask me. Okay, they just need to be confident. I've seen some of them that got visas, and this is what I saw in common. Very fluent, very confident. Like I talk to them on the phone, the answers come directly, clearly. Okay? And I'm not saying you go pretending. Don't change your accent. Focus on clarity. And you know what? I did TOEFL exams before joining universities. It's not about your accent. It's about clarity. Okay? Let's say, for instance, the question comes to you, and this will come to the embassy. I'll give you an example of the embassy. Okay? Speak, because they spoke in English for the exam. Okay? How was the weather today? To me, okay, when I woke up today, it was shining. Okay? I expected it to be gloomy and cloudy because yesterday I watched the news and the weatherman said it's going to be cloudy. But when I woke up this morning, it was pure sunshine. I had even prepared myself to have an umbrella. But around 10 o'clock, the wind started blowing. It became very windy. It looked like about 70 miles per hour, which was very fast. The trees were shaking and all that. But in the evening, we received some rain. I love the moisture. It was a very good day, in my opinion. You've stayed on the topic. But you know what? You don't have to try and copy American accent. They know if you're pretending. But you stayed on topic. You stayed on weather. You can mention the umbrella. You can mention your clothing. Okay? You can mention sunshine, clouds, rain. Okay? It's clarity. Now let me go to the embassy. These are the people that get the visa. So I'll give you one example of those that don't. And I'll give you another example of those that do. Believe you me, I've been doing it for a long, long time. The people that, when you're talking to them, think of bullet points, not a story. If you are not sure what to say, use a timeline. Like when you are born in 1985 or 95, this is what happened. In your head, you should be running a timeline. Or maybe during the day when I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I cook. So have a timeline, but bullet points. Okay, number one, this is the person that is questionable. Good morning, what brings you here today? I applied for master's and I was admitted in the School of Business Administration, and I got admission last month, and I paid service fees, and then so I came here to get the visa. Get what? The visa is not on the shelf. Okay, get means they'll look and say, where is the visa? You came to get? Okay, But you've answered the question. You're here to get the visa. But remember, in their head, it's the English they were born with. In our heads is the English the second language. So we need to merge. They understand. But I'm just saying you stand a good chance if you are, let me tell you, they are very busy people. When you hear people saying one question and then they just say next, it was rude. It's not rude. It means you are wasting my time. Okay, I'm here. I know if you have this number of work and workload, there is no shortcut. You cannot put a jacket on the chair and say, I'll come back and do this tomorrow. You have to finish. The embassy, if they have 30 people to see that day, they'll have to type notes on every applicant. They will have to meet the American standards. Trust me, I am here. And if you go there and you're busy narrating stories, you are boring them, they are more likely like, oh, enough. Next. Okay, don't do that yourself. And I'm not saying you hurry up the speech. Some of you even call me, I'll be honest, there are people who call me and I'm in so much of a hurry and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, can you hurry up? And this is just Janet. So you can imagine, like me, if I'm busy with patients and you're coming to me and you're dragging your words and I want you straight to the point, bullet points, clarity, don't whisper. Why are you whispering? I don't have to tell you, raise your volume. That irritates them. They deny you a visa. These are the things why people don't get a visa. Of course, finances will talk about bank statements. Me, I had a sponsor. Okay, so bank statements and all that. But let me come to the person that gets a visa. Good morning. Good morning. How can I help you? What brings you here today? I'm here today to kindly request or kindly ask or please ask. So I'm here today to please request a student F1 visa. Straight to the point. Clarity. Sentence. The first one, okay, what brings you today? I applied for master's. By the way, this is how you talk. I've done this for a long time. I apply for master. I do the mocks when I'm training. I start with the mocks. And I see you, no, come to the point. Use that tense. I mean, they're helping you. How can I help you today? Why are you here today? I'm here today to kindly request, not to get. Kindly request an F1 student visa. You even know the visa you're getting. There are people, the agents apply for them. They don't even know the kind of visa because I see most of you asking me, Janet, I plan to do this. Which kind of visa? So I understand. So you have to train. Gone are the days before Janet. You go and shower and show up at the embassy. Who told you that? You don't do that. You have to prepare. Okay, you have to do a mock. I know it's two minutes. But you have to force 5 minutes, my friend. I'm going to force 5 minutes. Me, I forced 5 minutes. I was busy narrating my stories, how I know this man. When I've never met him, because he's the one who told me, you look familiar. I said, oh yes, I look familiar. Of course. So force that convert, not force. In fact, okay, so how do you know you are coming back? You are sliding the paperwork. Oh, by the way, the employer wrote for you are sliding. Some of you are too timid. Body language, eye contact. Americans looking down your line. There's something they hate, dishonesty, which is common at home. It's in their culture, it irritates them, they will not forgive, and they will type in that folder. And the next person will never give you a visa. That's why you see 5, 10 times they deny you. Number one is dishonesty. You do not want the thing dishonesty in that folder. And if that person types, which I live here, we type notes for continuation. So that the person who comes, when they move to Greece, and the other person comes from Iran and comes to your country, they will just read your notes if you come back. So eye contact is very important. Dressing, they really don't care. It's about just being neat. Okay, of course, let me teach you something. Don't wear a black belt with brown shoes, okay? That we used to see a lot. They don't do that here, okay? Always make sure the belt is matching the shoes, even women, okay? That's just a trick. But usually they just like business casual. You understand? Business casual, eye contact, all right? But, keep it simple and keep it bullet points. Assume this person is so busy, you are not going there to waste their time. In other words, do not go there to irritate them. You are going to strike a conversation. You are going there to make them like you, connect with you, and that is the only way you'll have a chance. Because at the end of the day, this embassy is more subjective. But if you look at it nicely, it looks like subjective. But they tend to pick the best. And you say, why do they deny us? They have the American interests. If they want Oklahoma State to university to succeed, they have to bring people that will pay. See, if you bring a bank statement from your uncle who already has 3 children and they're asking for 30,000 US dollars per year, and your bank statement is 35, and they ask you where's your uncle's kids, you say right here. The embassy is wondering why your uncle will give away all the money he has and he still has children, and you still have second year and you're bringing a bank statement that is only 35. No. Okay, they are smarter than that. So, if you, like, look. If you are questioning, the embassy will question. Use common sense. Okay? Do not think you can trick people. You will never trick them. That one you cannot trick them. There are things that you can have white lies in every society, but that means you keep that white lie forever. Okay? Some of you, it's serious. If you say you do not have children, that lie has to stay. That one, if they find, is completely banned for life. Okay? But I'm just telling you, clarity, honesty, keep the same story. And this one, just before I go, some of you, you will suffer because of lack of information. I've seen some of you returned at the port of entry. You are deported even before you stepped in America because you did not pay attention. Information is power. If you say you're coming for a conference, can you please tell the same? Let me tell you, I've done DS-160. It's an international form. The only form that is local is that one when you are going to pay money. In Kenya, it's M-Pesa. In Nigeria, they have their own. The Ghana, they have their own. That one, they make sure it's matching the country. The DS-160, what am I saying? As soon as that person writes notes when you leave and they file save, it's worldwide. And so if you come to the airport here, what brings you here today? My sister is in Oklahoma and I came here, but I really want to go to school, thinking you are being cute. Go back home, you have a visitor's visa. Go back to the American embassy and ask for a student visa. You ask for the wrong visa. Do you understand? Keep the same story. Have the numbers. If it's a conference, confirm that conference is for real. Call those people in the conference. Confirm that they can pick up the phone in case someone at the port of entry calls. Okay? The first, like sometimes they give you a visa that is 2 years, 5 years. But the first entry, whatever you told them at the embassy, if it was a conference, keep it the conference. Let's say for some reason you cancel that. If you have never stepped in America and the conference is over, look for another similar conference, either in the same city or the same subject. So when you come, you say, I missed that one because of ABCD, but now I'm able to come on the same one. Like, these things are common sense. We make it hard for ourselves. We are deported back because of simple things. Another common example is people, especially entertainment people. By the way, arrogance, no. Simplicity, you want to demonstrate you are doing well, but you don't want to look arrogant. Okay, you don't want to look arrogant. It's their country, they are giving you permission to come in. So some people, especially artists, musicians, actors, they think because they are celebrities at home, they're going to bring that to American embassy. They don't know you. They could care less who you are. This is a country of equality as much as people. There's something about America that is just equal. So you cannot go there because you are hoo la la la. Do you understand? Even if a senator is caught by the policeman today, a whole senate, and they get you drinking and driving, you are in. They will take your mug shot. You'll be seen in the green suit or the orange suit in court. Okay? So please keep the same information. Do not change the story. Now, I'm talking about celebrities. These days, I don't know if they're celebrities. Since influencers and Instagram and social media came, it made them, well, influencers are more powerful these days. Celebrities, like, wherever. So, but you get my point. If you go there, and then, you're advertising. There was one who was returned at the port of entry. He's a musician famous at home thinking he's coming to... That one managed to go through the embassy. But as soon as they reach the airport, they're like, we've seen this. Oh, yeah, we are going to perform. No, go back. This is not the correct visa. You're on a visiting visa. You are not allowed to work. Do you see how it works? I've even seen people, before they get the visas, they're advertising on Facebook. They're advertising everywhere. Going. By the time you reach the embassy, the memo has reached there. Okay? You have to apply for the correct visa. Do not hatch the eggs until they are warm. Okay? Incubation period has to come to an end. But anyway, besides the point, of course, I'll continue doing many embassy videos. You know, my journey has to, but I kept the topic. Okay? So I hope you guys, when you leave, you found me. I want you to leave me better than you found me. Okay? My goal is to leave you better than you found me. That's what I meant. And I love you so much. Okay? Keep watching this video. Go back to the repeat. Some of these things you have to write down, but I'm telling you, they're life-changing. Someone somewhere is listening to me. Some things we think they are common sense, but they are not. Keep the same story. Be honest. All that. Okay? Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Asanteni sana. Until the next video. Zikomo. Adios. Okay? Merci beaucoup. Alright. I don't see any comments. Checking out. I will see you in the next video. And thank you so much for subscribing. Continue subscribing. Our numbers are going up. Asanteni. Okay, kwaheri. Bye bye. See ya.